Okay, I took a week and a half off, or almost 2 weeks off of Milwaukee project. Get my mind straight, get my M3 dialed in, and just take a little break, give you a break from too many of these darn videos on the channel. But I'm relentless. We're going to keep rolling through this. I don't care what you think. I like this stuff, so we're going to keep doing it. I do care what you think. So, grinders today. So we're going to do grinders, die grinder, cut off wheel thingers, you know, things that you'd use to cut. I don't know jack about these, so we're going to figure it out together. And then you can make fun of me in the comments and I can yell at you back. So let's start with the cheap one first, and we'll kind of work our way up. The M18, which of course we're not going to choose. That's kind of the general theme of this project here, is that I bought everyone on the entire catalog here so that we can, you know, touch and feel them and then figure out, you know, which is the... There's one more that I forgot about up here. All right. Start over. Take two. All right. I'm back at it. We took a week and a half, almost 2 weeks off from messing with the Milwaukee stuff and digging through the product line. If you're not familiar, if this is the first video you're watching, I essentially bought every tool in the catalog that interests me. There's probably 30 tools out of the 300 plus that I didn't buy. But what I wanted to do was do an exercise of getting every product here in my possession after shopping the catalog extensively. Now I'm essentially shopping off of my own shelves, opening up each box, you know, getting a feel for each tool, and it becomes pretty obvious which is the right one, which I think you could probably determine from the catalog, but you know, I have access to this stuff, so why not do it? So this project, the design, is to go through the entire Milwaukee catalog. Right now we're going through M12, M18 tools. I'm trying to categorize them as much as I can into like categories, and then we'll dig into accessories and pack outs and all that stuff. So today is grinder, die grinder, cut off devices, which I don't know jack about, but we're going to figure that out today. And so what you can do, if you're a real man and you're a die grinder or angle grinder or right angle grinder or whatever you want to call it, specialist, then you can feel real good about yourself because I don't know jack. So we're going to figure it out. So let's start with the cheap one. And by cheap, not so cheap, 379 bucks. You can buy this for 119 bucks without the batteries, but this is a, what's the model number on this one? This is a 2680-22. If you're not familiar, the 22s on all Milwaukee Tools means the second two means it's a 2-battery kit. If it was a 2.0, it would be the tool only. So again, you can buy this in the main package for 379 bucks. As you see it here as a 2.2, you can buy the same model number as a 2.0 with just the tool, which is 119 bucks. And of course, we're not going to choose this. God dang, I always forget to get my knife every time. I should be more prepared. Since this is such an illegitimate video, maybe my Chris Reeve Sebenza will make me more legitimate in your eyes of real manness. Remember, this is the initial exercise to just kind of work through the product line, and then we'll become an expert. The Battery Information Committee is coming to OGHQ to help teach us about batteries. So I'm telling you, by the end of this, don't write me off yet. By the end of this, you're going to respect me. There's not going to be any, you're not going to have any other option other than to respect the work, because I'm going to do it. But if it makes you feel better about being more of a real man than me, even though I could probably bench press more than you, you can have it. I'll let you have it. See, I'm getting wiser in my old age. All right, so two XC 3.0 batteries. Warranty-wise, all the tools have a 5-year warranty. But the batteries, if it comes with an XC battery, that's a 3-year warranty. If it comes with a CT or CP battery, then it has a 2-year warranty. So we got 2 batteries. That's the 2-2 part. 2 means a kit with 2 batteries. If it's a 2-1, it means it's a kit with 1 battery. If it's a, I might as well leave this in because we know we're going to put this back in the box. If it's a 2-0, it's not a kit. So here's the tool. I actually had this tool. I just sold it yesterday. Well, this is the one I had. And this is one of the problems. This is where I think I can add value, is this is what Home Depot carries. Well, what about the frickin' 10 other ones? Which is, you know, what? I don't want to be stuck with what Home Depot has chosen, what the buyers at Home Depot bought. They're less real man than me. So I don't think we want them making our decisions on what tools to buy. Trying to keep this somewhat organized because we know we're going to put this back in the box. All right, so you got the tool, and then we've got the charger. So it comes with the charger. This is the M18 M12 charger version. This is going to be a frickin' disaster. Me trying to keep this organized. Luckily we can edit. So, battery and tool. This one has a safety, so you can't pull the trigger. And they call this, so there's a, what do they call these switches? There's a paddle switch and there's a slide switch. So I think you would call this is a die grinder, 4.5-inch die grinder. That's the, you know, the circumference of the, you know, what type of blade or whatever you call it, wheel it would take. And then it has a push button switch. Paddle switch, not a slide switch. So yeah, this is the base one. I'm really interested to see which one of these big fancy ones we'd choose over this. But this is a pretty pricey tool. Comes with the arm, which you can put on left or right side. Here's your lockout so that you can tighten things down. Comes with the tool, and then I actually bought some so that we'd have to show. And we'll work out all the accessories, but you can buy different, you know, a metal cut-off wheel, and these are 4.5-inch diameter. Here's a 5-inch, so this is the wrong size for this tool. But you'd have, you know, various types of, I don't know if this actually fits on here. Yeah, I guess it does. And then I have some other wheels in the cabinet here. You also have like, you can do a polishing, grinding wheel. And here's a metal cutoff, an actual metal disc. And then the ones I use most commonly are these. I'm not sure, I think Milwaukee may make these too. These are just, you know, Home Depot Diablos that I bought. So this is the type of tool that we're talking about, in that, you know, you would push your button, take off your, whatever that stay is called. You put your 4.5-inch wheel on. We tighten it up with our tool. I still have the button depressed. You should always take the battery out before doing that. Yeah, but you do have a lock, so I guess you could be safe. And then we've got a tool to cut stuff off. And then you can adjust your guard. And if Mike's here, he always takes the guard off because he's the ultimate real man. And so you have your guard that can kind of position it properly, however you need to. Okay, so let's keep these aside here. Let's set this tool aside. Let's put our battery back in here. We'll make Mike and Bryce put these back together because they're so good at that. Let's kind of keep this somewhat organized. Shoot. Oh, and it comes with a bag. It's part of the kit. I'm not sure how they determine what comes with the bag, what comes with the box, but some stuff comes with a bag, some stuff comes with a box, and I always end up throwing all that crap away. You hold on to it for a while with hopes and dreams that you're going to use it, and of course you never do. And then you throw it away. I usually keep one of these bags to haul junk around if I'm going from one place to the next, but generally I don't need it. All right, so now we get into, this is a 4.5-inch dash 6-inch. So I guess that means that it can accept a 4.5 or a 6. That's what we're going to find out. This is where you get to insult. Go ahead, insult now. Enter insulting comments. And then it comes in two different versions. You have a braking grinder kit slide switch lock on, and you have a braking grinder kit paddle switch no lock. So you have a lock on and a no lock. And I don't know what that means, so we're going to figure that out. So this is a 2980-22 and 2981-22. And let's just talk pricing here. So a 2980-22 is $479. You can also buy it as a 2-1 kit with one battery for $369, or you can buy it as a tool only for $290. And then these are interesting. They come with a 6.0. I think this is the first time we've seen the XC 6.0 batteries included with a tool. And then you have the 2981, which is the exact same price. It's the exact same tool, just has a slide lock on instead of a paddle no lock. I'm assuming we're talking about this lock, or the ability to lock and turn the tool on and leave it on. But we're going to find out. Which one do you want to do first? Let's keep it in chronological order. Let's do the 2980 first, and then we'll open the other one. So this, wheel diameter is 4.5 to 6 inch. So I guess that means it'll take a 5, a 5.5, a 6. I don't know what the standard sizes for cutoff wheels are. I love these type of tools though, man. I mean, I find myself using this thing all the time, you know, at risk of peril. Always modifying crap when it doesn't fit right. Ooh, we got a pretty handle on this one. Fancy handle, rubber gripped. Looks like it has a little anti-vibration portion. All right, you've got, let's see, it comes with a rapid charger. Rapid charger looks like this. I forget that not all of you have seen all of the 20 videos I've already made, but the rapid charger charges in less time. We'll get into chargers and all the details in the future. It comes with directions, which of course any real man would not need. And then you have the 6.0 battery. So this is the 2 battery kit for $480. It's rated at what, 9,000 RPM. Has a brake. I'm assuming the brake means when you release the trigger, it slows it down. Oh yeah, those are HD 6.0. So those are part of the high output, or HO, I guess. No, yeah, it's still an XC battery, so it's not an HD battery. Oh, this is pretty. This is way nicer than the regular M18. And then there should be a guard. Yep, there's a guard in here. A little different tool than the base version. And so here's our paddle switch with a lock. And then we take this guy, somehow put this on. Let's see. We're gonna have to figure this out on camera. And then the second battery's here. We'll leave that in for now. So let's put this aside. Let's figure out how to put this thing together. Yeah, I'm excited to have a nice set of cut-off wheels and grinding tools. They just come in handy for all kinds of stuff. So we're gonna, the bag is actually pretty nice too. All right, so let's figure out how these things go on here. So I have to take this off maybe. There we go. See, I'm not totally useless. Maybe I shouldn't speak too soon. So, assuming that goes there. The base plate goes there. Why is that not sitting on there? Does this go underneath this piece? I'm wondering if I'm going to have to get the instructions out. Because it looks like... So if I put this on... There we go. Old Maddie's got it. Okay. Put the bottom bracket on, and then you would put some sort of wheel. Let's put a 5-inch cut off here. Put this on. And then you'd screw your thing around. So it's smarter to do this without the battery, even though it has a lock. And then again, you have your gear set lock. You push the thing on top. Find where it sits, and you tighten it in place. Wow, this thing's pretty. I don't know that I love how close to the wheel I have to get to adjust the guard. Let's see how the guard comes to there and stops. It does come all the way around. Shoot, you don't want to do that. Dang it. I don't like that, how it lets loose. So let's say we're cutting something off here. This big old battery, man, this is a monster. But typical fuel, looks freaking awesome with gunmetal. This handle's pretty nice too. So for, you know, for 479 bucks. So it says rapid stop on the top. So let's see how it works. Again, no lock, so I can't. It does lock, so again, this is called no lock. So since it's a paddle switch, you can't just turn it on. I'm assuming what the difference is. The other is going to have a slide switch. You can just leave it on and let it run. You can do some serious damage with that sucker. So that one stops versus this one just slowly breaks to a stop. Of course, the handle's a lot different. And most of the time, I think I probably threw my handle away on that thing. I don't think I've ever used it. Okay, so let's do the, just to compare, let's do this, you know, the other one, which is pretty much the same thing. It's the same tools, same guts, same motor, same accessories, same batteries. Just has a different switch. I'm interested to see which one I prefer. You know, if this is the tool that makes the cut to go in my cabinet. Because ultimately, that's what this whole project is about. It's just me figuring out what do I want in my own cabinet. And then I can impart that knowledge on you. Or at least give you that data and you can use it for whatever the heck you want. So it's just like all the other stuff, you know, detailing. I'm not telling you how to do it, I'm just telling you how I do it. And some people like that. Same everything. Now let's see what our slide switch looks like. Up top here. Yeah, so we can, assuming you can lock it in place. Slide switch lock on. Okay, yeah. All right, I'll show you that in a second. Well, let's put it together so that way we can compare. I need to get some pretty B-roll shots, so I'll get a battery out as well. These batteries get me excited. It's like a big, it's like, it feels special because it's got a 6.0 instead of a 6 amp hour battery instead of a 5 amp hour battery. So the way I hooked up with the guys from the Battery Information Committee, they do a lot of research and development of battery technologies and all types of aspects of power storage. They watched the videos and said, hey man, I think we can help. So they're flying down. I'm going to shoot a video series on specifically the Milwaukee stuff, but then we're going to dig into some other battery technologies as well, which I think is freaking cool. That's what I love so much about what it is I'm doing here. Because I can connect to people that are a lot smarter than me. Or at least, maybe they're not smarter, but more specialized. Probably a lot smarter. Let's put a 4.5 inch wheel and see what this looks like. So I like the versatility that I can put different size blades. I just wonder, or wheels, I just wonder how annoying this guard will become, which of course you can see. If you're like to live on the edge, you could just not put it on. So again, probably in a lot of instances, you're gonna, you set up the wheel, I would guess most of the time you're going to have it, something like this. Like here, so you can reach in and cut without the wheel on or the hand grip on. And then this one here, so versus, the paddle switch on the bottom, the locking paddle switch, or non-locking paddle switch, but safety paddle switch. Now you have a slide switch. It's locked in place. Dang, that thing's got some serious torque. I wonder if I can control speed. No, it's on or off. There's no like graduation of speed. I wonder if this one does. Yeah, I mean the tools operate at 9,000 RPMs. There's no, I'm gonna pick and choose what speed I'm gonna do. So let's think about it. If you're right-handed, maybe you guys can answer this. This is something you can help me with in the comments. It'd be useful instead of angry. If you're right-handed, would you put the handle on the right side, or would you be better off with the handle on the left side? For those of you that use these tools all the time, what side? Obviously, it depends on what you're cutting, but if you had a choice, if you're right or left-handed, I would assume I would put the handle on the right side so I can control it, but you tell me. I'd be interested in your thoughts there. Okay, so let's put this back in the box. Let's do the next one, which is a HD version. Let's see if there's any real difference between the tools to go up to a big battery pack. Again, I think for uses that I'm going to have, and most of us will have, to have these monster batteries is probably not necessary. Just adds a bunch of weight. But again, these tools clearly have more demand. Yeah, so let's save this HD one to compare the other big one. So let's go to the 2780. So this is a 4.5 or 5-inch grinder. So this is the 2780-22. So 2780-22. Did I just buy an HD now? So actually these come, so there's 2780-22 with a paddle switch, and then there's the the 8.1 with the slide lock. And the question is, are these tools any different? Yeah, they must be, because this is a 4.5 or 5-inch, so it's called 4.5/5-inch grinder. This is $549 with an HD battery. I bought them with the XC batteries. So these come with XC 5.0s, and it's $429. So it's $50 less than these that we were just looking at. So I actually opened this backwards. We probably should have opened this one first. So these are a little bigger, more versatile with a bigger head. So let's see what this one looks like. These operate at 8,500 RPM, where the ones we just looked at, the 2.9 series, this is the 2.7 series, these operate at 8,500 versus 9,000. And then these come with a case, so go figure. You get a case if you prefer a case. Ooh, that's pretty looking. I think these are more appropriate for what we're doing. Clearly less speed. You got the same handle, so in order to keep these all looking pretty, let's put the same handle. Let's put our handle on, so it does come with a fancy handle. 2 XC 5.0 batteries. And then this one doesn't come with a rapid charge, it comes with a regular charger. So for $50 I get bigger batteries, faster speed, more versatile head, and then I get a different charger, the bigger, more stout rapid charger. And you'll notice that it does come with the same tool that the base brushed version comes with, and these tools are brushless. The fuel line, the requisite is that it's a brushed. What the heck was this doing here? Should have paid attention. like that. And then you've got a, what is this thing for? Oh, this is an extra, so this must be a weak point. It must break. This is just a, oh, these are screens to keep metal shavings out of the electric motor or the fan, or the cooling area, and they give you an extra one. I didn't notice if there was an extra one. There's probably an extra one in the box on the other side too for this one. Yeah, whereas the low end one doesn't have one, the regular M18. I like this. I think this is the one. I mean, I would do this most of the time without a handle. I just don't think I'm going to be using a 6-inch wheel at in most instances. The question is, do you like the paddle or do you like the slide? I think I like the paddle. And these don't have a quick break like the other does. So it does have overload protection, electronic clutch. Yeah, so these have a rapid stop feature that the smaller one doesn't have. So since we're opening these up, we might as well open it up and take a look at the slide switch version, where they put the slide on this one. These grinders are pretty sick though. This is one of those things that you have in the cabinet, you use every once in a while. It just depends on who you are and what projects you're into. But man, does it come in handy when you need it. I'm so stingy. I keep opening this up for me, not for you. Gosh, there's something about the Milwaukee fuel stuff, the gunmetal finish. It just looks so nice and clean. I don't care if it's made in China or not. It looks freaking awesome. Yeah, I like the paddle. The slide switch just seems kind of cheap. I guess the advantage is that you just turn it on and leave it on. You can kind of manipulate the tool however you need and turn it off whenever you want. So I guess it comes down to, do you want it to lock or not? We'll have to think about that a little bit more specifically. Usually off camera, when I start thinking about what I'm going to carry, I'm approaching $200,000 in tools purchased, because I'm buying inventory. So what I do after this video is I compile my list, and then I choose which ones we're going to buy to stock in the store. At the end of this, we'll have some conclusive data on these are the ones that I'm going to carry, and then we'll continue to vet those and test those and make sure they're the right ones. Like for instance, the stubbies, the little M12 stubbies, when I made the video originally, I didn't think I wanted them all, and now I actually have all the 1/4 inch, 3/8, and 1/2 inch in my cabinet. I find them super useful. Okay, so now we have these two guys. So this is a 2785. This is the large 7 to 9 inch. So let's do this one first, 2783. So this is a paddle switch, no lock. What's going on with this? So let's see here, 2783. 2783. They only make this in one version. Okay, I see. This is, I just ordered this wrong. I should have ordered, so there's the 2780, there's 2781, those are the two we just tested, those two. Now there's a 2783, this has a braking kit, so this one has a brake. And I just screwed up and ordered the HD version, or maybe I ordered the HD version so we could see what it looked like. And so this is the same, oh no, this one's a little bit more. The brake adds 50 bucks. So it's 479 bucks if you buy the 2783-22. if you buy this one as a 2783-22 HD, is $549. So I think I would buy this if this was the one. I probably wouldn't buy this in the HD version unless you're going to be grinding all day, every day. Interesting. This is the first time I've seen it. It comes in a box, an overpack box, but the box has a case. So remember, these three have 3 purchase options: HD, XC, and then tool only. Oh, look at that. So this is paddle only, the big old battery. Now you can still use the regular battery. Comes with a rapid charger, so you get the rapid charger, we get the 2 sets of screens. Where's my tool? Should be a tool in here somewhere. Did they forget to include one for this? Is it underneath the charger? Nope. Underneath the battery? Nope. Maybe they just forgot to put it in. Can't win them all. All right, so this one, when you turn on, for $50, is the brake worth it? That's nice. That's a nice feature. I think this one might be the guy. All right, let's set it aside and we'll keep assessing here. Man, it looks pretty having all these things lined up though, doesn't it? But do you get the Monster HD package? Do I carry the HD package? You can see my conundrum here. One thing I'm not interested in is retailing this stuff and just selling them all. All right, so now we have the big guy. So this is a 2785. So this one's a different machine. So these on the left are all 4.5 inch or 5 inch. They accept 4.5 or 5 inch blades or wheels or whatever you call it, metal cutoff wheels. The big guys here accept a 4.5, 5, or 6. And so this little guy actually should be over here with these, with this section. Let's keep this looking pretty here. We'll put this one here. And so the big guy's on the right, so this will be on the big side of things. So this is a 2785. So the 2785 is in this HD kit, which I bought, is $629. And then it's $449 if you get it in a 1 battery option or tool only. So they don't sell this with XC batteries, they only sell it with the big batteries. This box is heavy. So this, obviously, much more commercial grade. This comes with the 12 amp hour battery, monster battery. Big old box, big old bag. Let's see how big that. I didn't even buy any 7-inch blades, so I don't even have any to put in here. Look at this guy. Doesn't really look like a fuel tool. I guess it does, same gunmetal. Just has a lot of plastic. Yeah, this sucker is not going in my cabinet. Usually the big HD batteries don't have a charge on them. Let's get one out so we can put it on the table, say we did it. This is a really expensive game I'm playing here. I paid, this is what the margins on these are 12 to 15%, 11 to 15%. So let's say I paid $600 for this thing. And I'm gonna touch it for 3 minutes and then we're gonna try to sell it. So it comes with the same handle, huge battery. Looks like it comes with a strap as well. Comes with this tool, different tool, so a slightly different tool than the other. And then again, it'll accept 7-inch, 9-inch blades. You can see the head or the guard The guard is rather sizable here. Jeez, this one's pretty massive. This thing weighs 12 pounds, 11.9 pounds. Like a puzzle piece. Yeah, this is a big boy. So you can see what this guy looks like. Yeah, I don't think I'd have any use for this. Look at that. Yeah, no charge on the HD batteries ever. Let's just take one of these 6.0s and stick it on here. So it'll still accept all the regular batteries. That's a monster. Jeez. Let's put the proper battery back on it. Yeah, I'd say we don't need that one. So there's some other tools like this, like some big monster SDS tools and stuff that I skipped purchasing because I don't think I'll be selling them. Won't be using it in my cabinet. And the expense of some of the really big tools gets way up there. All right, so now let's look at some die grinders, and then we've got a couple of specialty tools as well. Yeah, this needs a lot of juice. The 12 amp hour batteries, 2 of them. All right, so we've got a fuel die grinder M18, and then we've got, which I think I'm gonna like, this little 12. Let's set this sucker back here, it's so freaking big. So this is model number 2485-22, and this one is $259 in the 2.2 kit. It comes with 2 CP 2.0 batteries, because this is a M12. So this is the first M12 tool we're messing with here today, but I figure cutoffs and die grinders should be in the same category. Just made sense to me anyway. And so this one, $259 or $169 if you buy it as a tool only. So this is the kit that comes with the bag. Comes with the M12 charger. Oh, this sucker would be super useful, man. I didn't buy any grinder stuff, but we'll have to get some. Yeah, they do a rubber boot for this, but it doesn't come with any grinding tools. So we would need to get, an accessory pack of tools to make this guy work. We've got 4 speeds. Speed 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go speed 3. You got a lock. That was 3. Dude, this thing's gonna be freaking awesome. And then it has the sort of expansion, contraction. How do I get it to stop spinning? Oh, you would have to put this one doesn't come with a quick tool. Oh yeah, it does. So you'd use your wrenches, or just grab a wrench. It looks at 11/16 or 1/2 inch wrench to lock on your bit. And you can use, you probably have like the kind of like a Dremel kit. You would use all the different little Dremel type devices, little cutoff discs, little sanding discs, little polishing discs, little little metal auger, stuff like that you would put on this. So we'd have to find some accessory stuff, but you can see the expansion head that as you tighten this down, it grabs onto whatever tool or whatever piece you have to put in place. See that there? This thing's awesome. Now I just need to get a bunch of accessories for it so I can use it. But yeah, I definitely want this in my cabinet. Comes with CP 2.0 batteries. You know, it might work well as you can use your XC batteries as well. You know, the bigger base plate. But this thing's super light. I don't love the handle. It doesn't seem as good of quality, or the paddle doesn't seem as good of quality as the normal fuel stuff. But they don't make this in a base tool, only fuel. So we got that one, and then we got a big one, which is a 1/4 inch die grinder M18. So they make this in an M18 version, and a straight tool rather than a right angled tool. So my guess is I'm going to want both of these in my cabinet. So that's this one. This one is $419 in the kit. This is an XC kit, 2784-22. And a little bit of, let me go this way with it. 2 batteries, like a standard fuel kit, comes with a big case. Oh yeah, that thing's freaking cool. It's kind of bulky, has a slide switch. Same thing here, that's cool. So the same tools will work on both. The heads are the same. XC 5.0 has a slide switch instead of a paddle. And this one appears to be only 1 speed. Yeah, 20,000 RPM, 1 speed, where this has 4 speeds. And so you would use this to polish and grind stuff. So this one will lock on. Yeah, so there's no variability, it's on or off. It's super light though. Oh, I like that. So it's got double handles so you can really get in and manage that. You just be careful to get your thumb in there. I don't think there's any guard. That thing is cool. This is why I wanted to do this project. Find stuff like this that I would never think of. Put these 2 tools together and have these in your cabinet, in your arsenal. I bet you end up using these all the frickin' time to shave little pieces of things off instead of getting out a big, right angle or a straight, cutoff wheel trying to grind stuff down. Spend an extra, $400, $600 in your life, and you make it a whole lot easier if you're really into this kind of stuff like I am. All right, so then we got 2 other little specialty things. One that I'm really excited to open, one that I doubt we'll really use very often, but I bought it anyway. So let's do the one we won't use very often. This sucker's heavy. This is a 2781-21, so a single battery tool, and this is a all thread or thread rod cutter. And for me, this would become useful when doing Prevost piping installs. This is $399 or $329 as the tool only. This is part of the brushless line. So for those that were yelling at me in the comments saying there's only Milwaukee Fuel and there's only M18. I said, well, no, there's an M18 brushless that's non-fuel. So it does exist, and there are quite a few brushless M18 based tools. Yeah, this thing's interesting. So the idea behind this, this is freaking heavy as crap. This is a very specialty tool. Comes with the M18, M12, the regular charger. I have no idea how this thing works, so I have to figure it out. You hold the rod against the jaws, fixed lower jaw, and it just cuts it off. So there's a blade in here that chops off the thread rod, all thread. And so, we have the lines up here that we had to cut the length. And so you would just mark your thing. I just don't know how you pick where it cuts. So I'm sure there's a mark on how this works. It grabs the thread and cuts it off. Thread rod cutter. super specialty for 400 bucks. Yeah, I don't think we'll be carrying this, but I wanted to see it. I wonder if I should just keep one. I wonder if I should keep this in the cabinet. Probably not necessary, because you could use one of your cutoff wheels to cut your all thread. It just wouldn't be as precise. Interesting little tool. It's really heavy. It's almost 8 pounds. But it comes with this a 2-year warranted CP battery. And then we got this guy, which I think I'll use this thing all the freaking time. So this is just a like a right angle cutoff. This comes XC kit only. Let's see, where's it at? So this is 200 bucks, 3-inch cutoff tool. Comes with 252221XC. So it comes with an XC12 M12 battery, 3-inch blades, and it weighs 2.4 pounds. You can buy it as a with no battery for 139 bucks as a tool only. I'm going to use this thing all the time on the vise, you know, when you're trying to cut something off. Yeah, this little guy is freaking cool. I love this stuff. Yeah, it's just a good angle. I don't know what that's all about. Single battery. Doesn't come with any blades. Oh yeah, it does. Cool. Yeah, I wonder, there's a pretty specialty here. So it comes with a diamond tile cutting blade for cutting off tile. And then comes with a metal blade. And then comes with a carbide metal blade as well. Oh, so no, this is a drywall cement plastic. So that's a drywall blade. That's like a cement board blade. Here's a metal blade. And then this is a diamond blade for doing whatever a diamond blade does. Tile, sorry, tile, ceramic tile, porcelain tile. We got a battery. Yeah, I'm excited for these little guys. This little guy here and this one. That thing's super ergonomic. Before I start messing with it, let's see how it works. So forward, reverse. You have a forward and reverse. That must just be our lock. Yeah, that's our lock. You need an Allen. So I wonder if it comes with the proper Allen key in here. It does. Comes with the M12 charger. And so this is a, I guess just a, this would be for a vacuum. And then I guess you would probably take this guide off to put that on, which I doubt you ever will. But it has it if you need it. So we press the lock or the gear set lock, and it's reverse thread. As you might imagine. I wonder how that, does this just fit inside of here? It can't. So you'd have to, doesn't look like there's a quick and easy way to disassemble this. Okay, there is. So you have some adjustment. But how would you put this thing on? That is the question. This clearly would have to come off. That's why it says read the instructions. There's like a little sticker on there that says read the instructions, basically. Anyway, I'll figure that out off camera, how to put this thing on. But you would put your base plate in, face out. So that's the top flange, face out, bottom flange, faces the blade. So there's a 7/16 bottom flange and a 3/8 bottom flange. So this would call for the 3/8. It says it right on the little wheel. 3/8, 3/8, 3/8. This is the arbor size. And then our top flange. Face out, tells you which way to go. And then reverse thread. Battery's out. Push the button. Lock it down. That's freaking cool. And then how do I move this here? Okay. It's got a little detent there where you have to just manhandle a little bit. Tells you which is forward and reverse. And you cut stuff, cut bags. That's freaking cool. I like this thing. I knew I'd like this thing. I just think that this will become useful and handy, putting different types of blades on it, cutting stuff off. You can cut it this way, this way. They have pictures showing you cutting off like a door jamb, or if you're running, you know, a piece of sheet metal or something like that. It'd probably be pretty easy to use this versus one of these big guys that weighs, you know, 8, 9, 10 pounds. And that thing's pretty sweet. Okay, let me organize my thoughts here. Let's put these back in the bag. This is going in my cabinet, so we'll have to figure out how to put this thing on. I think you have to take the tool apart. I would think there's a real simple way to put that on there, but sure doesn't look like it. Aha. Yay or nay? Yay, there we go. I'm not a dummy. That's freaking cool. You can put a vacuum on there. Let's not cut a hole in my lift. That tool's freaking sweet. Okay. All right, let's see if we can make some sort of determination here on what we might want. So, I know I want this. I know I want this. I think this is a luxury because these will both do the same thing, but I think I want this too. Yeah, I think I want those. I know I want those three. This I don't want. So now the question is, which one of these do you choose? I think I would choose. I think I like the paddle switch better, and so I think I'd pay the extra $50 and get the rapid stop. I mean, why not? You're in it this deep anyway, so I would choose that tool. Now the question is, do you buy a big one? I think you do, and because I think you're going to become accustomed to the same type of switch, I like the paddle. So I think I would have both of these. So I think these will be the ones that I'll carry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tools out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 10. So we chose 11. So out of the 11 tools that we looked at here today, I think I'd choose these 5, knowing I definitely want this. That's number 1. I definitely want this. That's number 2. I definitely want this. That's number 3. And then these 2 would be our luxury tools. Yeah, pretty easy to determine. I don't love this switch. It feels and looks a little cheap, and I don't feel the need to. I feel a little safer, especially being a wannabe, having to go. I let go and it turns off without cutting my leg off. This sucker stays on, which I could certainly see some advantage to having the ability to leave it on like that, but. Yeah, I think this is an ultimate luxury tool where you just felt like you might need a 6-inch blade, and so I mean this is going to do 4 and 4.5 and 5-inch blades. So I mean this is going to do pretty much anything that this can do. I think that just because of my abilities here to have these, I think I'm gonna buy this too, and we'll probably put these in the store, just not buy as many of them. All right, we're working through. You can see my cabinet's getting leaner back there. So we got circular saws to do. I've got grease guns and caulking guns to do. We've got a bunch of little specialty tools. I got a couple of SDS drills, some right angle impacts to get into, nailers, vacuums, and then batteries. So we still have like 8 or 9, 10 more videos to do. Anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for your support. Of course, I'll have these up in the OG store here shortly. It really is helpful to me. I'm selling these at the same price that you'd buy them anywhere. My only ask is that you pay the shipping and that you honor the source. It's really helpful to me to be able to do these projects. The only reason I'm able to do this is because you guys are buying stuff from me. And at the end of this project, we're going to have a very robust set of tools that have been vetted, have been tested, have been understood. Who knows, maybe we'll get into DeWalt and Makita at some point in the future. Maybe they'll come calling someday. This was a major project, a major expense to me, something that is a dream project to even have the ability to do this. But I thank you for watching this stuff. And I know that this isn't a conclusive, very extensive, this isn't really an unboxing review video. This is just me opening the box and figuring out what speaks to me right off the bat with the little bit of knowledge that I have. And then by the end of this, I'll become an expert in these tools. Maybe not using them, but somebody has to be an expert in the tool. Somebody has to be an expert in using them. I don't really want to be an expert in using them because that means I'd have to go and take a blue-collar hourly salary, which I just don't think I'm suited for these days. So anyway, thanks for watching. As always, stay tuned for more crazy, more Milwaukee coming. We'll get this project finished up here in probably a few weeks. Catch you soon.